Chapter 5, Mishnah 10. This Mishnah returns to the case discussed in Mishnah 8, where an oven was cut into rings and then reassembled. The Mishnah there said that if a coating of clay was spread directly over the reassembled oven, it is considered a new oven and can become tameh. However, if he placed a layer of sand or pebbles between the oven and the clay coating, the oven is tahor. The Mishnah here describes with a case where clay was applied directly to the oven, but sand was placed between the rings themselves. If he cut the oven from side to side into rings, and he then put sand between the rings and coated the outside of the oven with clay, Rabbi Eliezer rules that the oven is tahor, but the sages rule that it is tameh. Rabbi Eliezer says that the oven is tahor because the sand separates between the pieces, and the oven is thus considered broken. The sages say that the oven is tameh because the outer layer of clay holds the pieces together and makes it into a complete unbroken oven. This case was known as the oven of the coiled snake because Rabbi Eliezer and the sages encircled it with many proofs to their respective opinions. The Mishnah discusses the law of a type of oven made in a hole in the ground. The law of the Arabian cauldrons, which are ovens that one digs in the ground and spreads clay over their walls, is as follows. If the clay can stand by itself, that is, if the clay coating is thick enough that it can stand on its own without being supported by the ground that surrounds the hole, the oven is fit to become tameh because it is considered a kli utensil. But if not, i.e., if the layer of clay coating the sides of the hole is thin and cannot stand on its own, the oven is tahor because the oven in this case is really the hole in the ground, and a hole in the ground cannot become tameh. And this oven was known as the oven of Ben Dinai, because this oven too was the subject of many legal discussions.